Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Paul Wooten here. I want to come to you with another Wagon Wednesday video. This is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually preparing to get ready for a show this weekend and hope to show some footage of that later. But to get right into the wagons, I got a bunch of oddball wagons here that I wanted to show. If you want to go back from the very beginning, kind of the wagon was this, the old Woody. Started out in California. Pretty much everybody wants something to haul the family, the toys, the surfboards, the inner tubes, whatever it may be. The picnic basket. They kind of went to the beach in this. This was kind of your start of your wagons back in the day. Yeah, there's probably some older models. This is 40 Woody, you know, kind of the beginning of your wagon world. And then you got into starting to get a little more like this. Same thing. Get your family to the beach, have a good time. Then through the years, you segue kind of into a car. The truck went into a car. And up to this point, I'm not real crazy about these type wagons. I do like this one. This one's not bad. But really 53, 54, 55 in that era was when I really started. I liked the wagons going backwards. Of course, through the 60s and 70s, even 80s, and some 90s, very little 90s. The last real wagons were the Caprices, the big Buick. I can't remember the name they call that one. It's Buick Estate or something like that. It was just a big Chevrolet Caprice. And of course, then you had, Mopar come with the Magnum. Shout out to you guys that like all the Mopar stuff. Kind of wish that wagon was still around, but they decided that that grocery getter was not getting groceries. So, anyway, I wanted to show you just a few other oddball wagons that I've collected. Some of them are no names, like this is a no name little wagon. So I'm sure it's a knockoff of some type. It's a Nomad 57, 56, 55. Just depends on what they was going after. But seemed like the Tri 50 wagon is probably the most wagon ever, probably most reproduced. You got this Racing Champions Nomad, crazy wheels on it, big engine. Racing Champions, ugly wheels. I gotta have it. If it's a long roof, I gotta have it. Another cheapie. Not too bad stuff. This one's probably the favorite of the cheapies. Racing Champions at the flames. Very cool. This one came out some kind of a 5-pack. Should have showed this one at Halloween, but hey, there you go. So we had those, and then we got a little oddball Volvo with a big old hitch. Man, that's hitch bigger than the car, right? Then you got this knockoff here, Fire Chief. It's supposed to be a Yatming, I think, but it's knockoff. Here's the old Brady Bunch style wagons. You rode in them in the back, the back seat facing rearward, and wow, weren't those dangerous? So, then we got these little train set plastic wagons. Got to pick them up every once in a while. They're pretty neat. Got a white one. It's a right-hand drive, too, if you can see. There's a dude in there just chilling. Those are probably 60 model wagons. Little guys like that. Anyway. So, I'll show you a couple customs wagons. Nothing fancy, just a mixture of a old, like a pea green, flat pea green, and that roof rack with the surfboards on it actually come off of one of these. One year they came where these snapped on this here. I bought a bunch of these just to take this off, and then sew these, 50 cents or whatever, to get that rack on there. I thought that was pretty cool. You got an Auto World custom I did. Just took some Hot wheels and jacked the rear up a little bit. I just glued it to the bottom side of the axle, and it's got a pretty nice little stance to it. Very cool. There's a crazy Ozzy Osbourne Studebaker wagon. Got an Ozzy on it. So anything that's a wagon, I gotta have it. So we was talking about kind of the trend of the wagons going from this to what most of us remember as this. 60s, 70s, 80s, the wagon became the best demolition derby car in the world. There's still guys out there that run derbies with the big wagons. They just keep putting new sheet metal on them, just as long as they don't get that frame all bent up. Speaking of that, I got a story I gotta tell in a future video on Wagon Wednesday about a buddy of mine that actually had his wagon done by Johnny Lightning, and they reproduced his demolition derby wagon. So that story will be coming up soon in another Wagon Wednesday. And this is something a lot of people that are non-wagon fans have a hard time understanding. That I cannot find what I was looking for. The SUV of today really is the wagon. Our wagon segued from a wagon to a minivan. Shout out to my buddy David. I know you like your minivans. So do I. I love vans, period. Long roofs. See, it's all about the long roof. So everybody, 80s, 90s, 2000s, the minivan's about gone. About the only thing left in vans is the Hondas and some of the European vans. But Dodge, Caravan was one of the first to ever come out with a minivan versus the Volkswagen, minivan. That's a whole different world. Everybody likes those. But of course, there's the family wagon. Went to being like that, and then for too long, this became the wagon of today. Now, I use this argument. We've got front door, rear door, back glass, rear glass, correct? So let's compare. Yep, same thing. Front door, back door, side glass, and then the back. This is your wagon that replaced this. It is what it is. I try to tell my wife we have a Ford Expedition, and I tell her you're driving a wagon. She hates it. So anyway, it's all fun. But anyway, so as far as that goes, the wagons that are still on the road, I about break my neck looking. I see one going by. It doesn't matter what it is. An Ford LTD, wagon, love it. The Caprices, it doesn't matter. Nah, I'm not a Taurus fan. No Taurus wagons. I like the Volvo wagons. I like the BMW wagons. I like the Mercedes wagons. Those are cool. The Cadillac wagon, before they got rid of it. Do like the European wagons. Those are about the only ones that keep the wagon going. These little imports and stuff, wagons, nah, they don't count. Toyota Corolla wagon, not really a fan. The Datsun wagon that came out in Hot Wheels, it's okay. It's cool. It's a wagon. It's newer. But still not a huge fan. Mainly American big grocery getters. National Lampoons, the family truckster. Come on. So anyway, that's just thought I'd throw a fun video. You guys get to see me again. All is good. Got a show in Chattanooga, Tennessee this weekend. And hopefully I can show you some footage from that. And yeah, we'll just keep on wagging. Thumbs up, subscribe, throw some comments down there. Tell me what wagon you rode around in as a kid, what year, make, model. Got a picture? You can't share it that way, I guess. But anyway, put it on Instagram or something and tag me, WRF Customs, on Instagram if you got a wagon you grew up with or what have you. Once again, I don't know when to say bye. That's why I don't face you guys all the time, because I think like we're having a conversation. Take it easy. Check me out in the next video. Bye bye.